everyone, Liam Caddison here with another episode of Once Upon a Time, as we're on episode number 8 of season 4. Now, I do believe this is a part 1. Didn't see that one coming when I was planning out my record schedule, because I have a record schedule on, okay, I want to do this on Monday, I want to do this on Tuesday, etc. And it depends how I'm feeling during the week, because right now I am motivated. I've got one episode done. I've got a lot of free time, but I've planned to record other shows. So I'll see what happens this week in terms of recording, and I might react to episode 9 maybe the next day, maybe the Wednesday, because it's a Monday now. So yeah, we'll see what does happen. But if I don't get around to it this week, then I guess it's not the end of days and whatnot. So yeah, but I will see about doing the second part to this later this week. So there's that. So yeah. Anyways, yes, we're on episode number 8 of season 4. Been a really good season so far. Really loved the last episode. Probably one of my favorites this season so far, in regards to learning a lot more about Ingrid as well. About how tragic her past was, and yeah, just a sad circumstance, a sad series of events, I would say, that happened in the past. But yeah, we got to learn a lot more about Ingrid, and of course Emma's in a bit of a rut at the minute, especially with Ingrid just having an influence on her, I guess. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting... Just someone can kick some rocks out the way. Oh, what's this? Just dig deeper and...
who I was, because they were ordinary. I want
They
two
cherished
new
you.
sisters born with magic, like me. My niece, Elsa, will be joining me. We need a third magical sister. A perfect match.
A match like that will be extremely hard to come by.
I can help you.
Henry, just wait.
Oh, no!
Henry, are you okay?
Oh, no.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is that a cut? Henry, what did I do?
Oh, no, this is gonna be...
It's fine. I'm okay.
Oh, this is gonna hit Emma like a ton of bricks.
Is you embracing who you are.
If it means hurting people I love, no thanks.
Doesn't carry your mindset. Just, you know, run into her. That would work, but it would be, you know, real good at that right now, right?
That was the best sleep I've had in a very long time. How would you like to come back to my camp?
Oh my god!
That sounds lovely.
They...
We both know we can't do that. Tell that to the author, because he seems to have made it a rule that villains don't get happy endings, even if they change, even if they try
Yeah, well,
to be good.
some authors are not,
I'll be
you know,
happy to have more than a
consistent,
conversation.
I guess.
If you don't leave this room, then I think that this still counts.
This still counts. Regina's trapped him, I guess. I feel so bad for Marion, but I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for Robin and Regina.
The big yellow hours are out of control. Everything's upside down. You don't want to be anywhere near the people you care about.
Wonderful. Well, should we send Sneezy after her then? Or Happy, which is the dwarf she despises?
I was so scared that I would hurt Anna until I finally realized you can't run away from the people who love you, because in the end, they're the only ones who can help you.
That's it.
Get that from me.
Because your dear sister was planning to use it on you.
No, she would never.
She tried it on me first.
Shoot, come on.
Fortunately, I stopped her. She's in the dungeon, awaiting your royal judgment.
Oh, there must be some misunderstanding.
She called me a monster. I'm afraid she was very clear on her feelings about...
What?
He's okay, but it was just luck. You're probably the only person who's safe around me right now. I need you to help before I hurt anybody else.
There's only one way
She's so distressed.
to help with this affliction.
I'll just fine, do it.
You haven't heard what I have to say.
I don't care.
She doesn't
My
want to
son's in
hurt
pain because of
people.
me. Just fix it.
The ones you love, and you would be able to embrace your son.
Oh, Amy, it's getting out of control and worrying for
Unfortunately,
her.
Savior magic doesn't go quietly. Though the spell won't hurt you, it will destroy almost everything else within a city block. That would make for quite a macabre sight at Granny's, don't you think?
So let's find somewhere else out in the... Leave me alone to speak with my sister. Now.
Oh, is this all part of the...
Please. You have to believe me.
Is this all part of the...
Of course I believe you. I'm so sorry about all that, Anna.
Oh, she had to put on a
This
performance.
was all a ruse.
I'm so sorry.
Apologize, you were fantastic. I believed every word. I was absolutely crushed.
I love Anna so much.
Here, I got this back from the jailer.
Thank you.
And then it departs from her again.
When they took this, it was like they were taking you. I'm never going to take this off again.
I've been trying to call you all night.
I'm sorry if I don't respond to your every summons. Though I did bring that locator potion you wanted.
She was busy.
Maybe next time try leading with thank you. Now, may I see my son, please?
You might want to finish buttoning your shirt first.
A magic object of some kind.
Who cares how she's doing it? That's not what matters here.
I think
You're
Hook
absolutely right.
knows.
I wonder if she
Because
tried to call me. Bloody hell, I left my talking phone in the back of your truck.
It's just called a phone.
What a practical name. I'll be back in 2 shakes.
but he knows.
What it must have been like when Mother and Ingrid were younger. Wonder what happened that made them turn against each other.
Knowing Ingrid, I'm not surprised things got ugly.
Ingrid is creeping into her head in regards to her.
You don't need to worry. It's in the past. And you and I both know that can never happen to us.
Oh, that's a good shot there.
Need
The
to get
crack.
searching. Need to find that.
Oh!
He's
Frozen?
He's frozen.
I guess I forgot to tell you everything that happened since.
Must not have been very comfortable.
In fact, she keeps Hans
She's
as a
going to have to
trophy.
make do because she's going right back inside it.
Or, and hear me out, are you?
Elsa destroyed that urn.
A funny thing about magic, it can never be destroyed completely. It simply
Like
lives on
electricity.
in other forms. Magic survives. I visited the barn where the urn was destroyed. Collected its remnants, grain by grain. Painstaking
Yikes.
process. And I must say,
I'm gonna need me lunch and dinner back. See, you ain't been in this town as long as I have.
Oh.
It wasn't always magic, but when it came, it started at one place. The clock tower.
Of
See,
course.
for 28 years, them hands didn't
I mean,
move.
it was stuck.
Time stood still.
She knows we support her no matter what, and if losing her magic is what she wants, well,
You've got to respect
maybe
that,
it's
I
not such a bad
guess.
But it's part of who she is. A savior. I mean, she was born this way, a hero, so isn't embracing that the right thing?
If the Snow Queen is doing all this because of Emma's power, maybe getting rid of it is the heroic thing.
You know, with saviors and heroes, sometimes you've got to make a sacrifice.
Not here. And we'll never know.
What matters is that your powers make you special. And I wouldn't want you any other way.
Aww.
It's a look, and the light touch, the old Will Scarlet.
opening hours till 10.
Very generous.
Indeed.
Oh, well, never change.
Heart of the truest believer who brought us all together. Never think you're ordinary just because you don't have magic. Or
Good on Regina.
claws, or purple shorts.
Or web abilities.
I'm afraid I'll be lying to you, too. Go blackmail me into helping him. He knew. He knew I'd do whatever it takes to be with you, and he used it against me.
Oh.
I just wanted to be a better man for you, Swan.
Oh.
But I failed. And now, because of it, I might lose you.
This is so distressing. I mean, it's just gonna be a bruise. It's just gonna be a bruise because it wasn't that, you know, heavy of a thump and whatnot. So, plus it's not like Ingrid would want her dead. So, yeah, that would be a huge fail on her part if she wants to have the three sisters. So, Emma concussed, great. You know what? I think I might watch the second part after my Amazon delivery gets here. So, yeah. Because I feel like it should be fair. I mean, I do have other stuff to react to, but it's only Monday and I'm sure it'll be fine, right? So, yeah. No, I am really excited to see what does happen. I don't know how Ingrid got out, but I think it has something to do with the mirror or something. I think so. So yeah, but yeah, this was a really good calm before the storm episode, before the ice storm episode, I guess. I feel so bad for Henry, and I feel so bad for Emma. You could see the distress on Emma's face when she went to Gold for help. She was in such a panic, and she just seemed traumatized, and you can't really blame her. Not only is her powers going out of control for the first time, and even if Mary Margaret is apologetic and whatnot, it still hurts to have people fear you. And not just that though, but to top things off, she accidentally hurt Henry. And that is something that's really going to have a knock on confidence, especially with how Regina is being she was the one to heal him and give that words of advice when Henry was that was I think obviously with Henry, he knows that Emma wouldn't hurt him deliberately. It's just the fact he couldn't do anything in terms of helping Emma, which is understandable. With those with that in mind, it makes you have those thoughts about I'm not special, etc. I can't really do anything. And you just really love Regina just saying you are special, like you don't need powers to be special, etc. So, and you know, I will say I did have that comparison in Buffy in terms of Xander, because you know, he's not like Buffy and whatnot, that, you know, she has this strength, etc. Xander doesn't have these abilities, but he is the heart of the Scoobies. And obviously there is a bit more of that speciality for Henry. He has the heart of the truest believer. But he's still someone who, like Xander, he's someone who I would say can become the glue at certain points and can offer words of wisdom, and Henry is able to try and be able to unite people, etc. And yeah, so Henry has his own way of being so instrumental, despite not having, you know, some ice abilities or whatnot. So, like, well, Regina even said you don't need claws or you don't need to be the Hulk. So, yeah. But it was really, really nice for Regina to be there for Henry, because he's beating himself up, and it is sad to see the circumstances with Emma, with Henry, and I feel like Regina knows that this isn't all on Emma, but she is still going to be there for Henry no matter what. So it is really, really nice to see. And of course, we had Mary Margaret regretting her behavior, I guess, last week. Which I'm glad, because I thought that was a bit uncharacteristic, I will say. But it was really, really good to see Mary Margaret having a bit of a think in regards to her behavior and this debate on her abilities. And, you know, I'd like to think that obviously it's going to all come down to Emma's choice and she wants rid of these powers. Although obviously it's all going to come down to a more than what she bargained for in terms of sacrifice, because obviously we know Gold's plan. But it does come down to a sacrifice in itself anyways. And I'm just thinking back to David. He made that sacrifice to protect Emma. And it's all paralleling to Emma protecting everyone else, because if she doesn't get rid of these powers, she's going to keep hurting people, and she can't be with Henry. She can't be with her family. She's going to be all isolated, and she's going to be exactly what Ingrid wants her to be. Essentially, and there's gonna be that loneliness. So I do like the debate on, I think Emma should keep her powers. She shouldn't. She's the savior. She's very, very instrumental and whatnot. But yeah, it's that debate. If it's her choice at the end of the day, and if she feels happy to do so in terms of sacrifice, then we have to respect that decision. So yeah. But, yeah, I also really loved how Hook finally, it's been what, 5 episodes? 4? 5 episodes? Well, 4, yeah. And he finally, it was via phone and all of that, and there was a lot of worry going around because Emma's, Emma is at stake. Her abilities, herself, she's going to become trapped in that magical hat. So yeah. And that's playing on Hook's worries since he knows the damage that can do, since the apprentice was, is still in there. So, but I'm glad that he is finally admitting to something, because there was a part of me that was worried that Emma was... I mean, she could still find out on her own accord. But there was that part of me that was worried that Emma was going to find out via the tape, etc. So that's going to cause all kinds of drama, because why not? So, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen, because Emma could be trapped in the hat. So we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. It's going to be really interesting, because this is, of course, part 1 of part 2. So, but like I said, it's, yeah, it is looking really, really, really tense now that Emma's out for the count. So, yeah. But yeah, I felt so bad for her and what's going on with her ongoing struggles. Like I said, there was a lot of trauma on her face, and yeah, I mean, I would give Emma a hug, but obviously that would be very, very bad. But yeah, there was also that bit with Robert and Regina. Obviously they were talking about the fact that this feels wrong, etc. Like, I feel bad for Marion, but at the same time, my heart bleeds for Robin and Regina, okay? So, I feel conflicted, because I want this ship to prevail. I don't really care much for Marion and Robin as cold, I guess you could say, that is to say, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I just think that Robin and Regina not just have great chemistry, but even Tig said they were meant to be. So I'm sorry, Marion, but, you know, yeah. I feel like such a jerk, but I do love Robin and Regina so much. They bounce off each other so well. You could say that. And that's the second time I've made that joke, I guess you could say, in the space of a few days. But, because I was watching Supernatural and I made the same kind of innuendo. So, to season 1, episode 13, I think it is. Yeah. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, they do bounce off each other so well. And I just love him. Okay, so, and of course we've got the flashbacks. Now I do suspect that Anna is going to turn, she's going to turn Elsa into, in the urn. Like, she's going to put her in the urn, especially since that has parallels to Ingrid and her sisters. And I just feel like the flashbacks are coming to a close. I obviously don't think Ingrid was the one to put her in the urn. And I would have suspected Hans could have become unfrozen, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Anna is going to, whether it's accidentally or by choice, she's going to be the one responsible for putting Elsa in the urn. And I feel like coming into the second part, where Anna is in Storybrooke, of this season, that's going to have ramifications on Elsa and Anna's relationship. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I do now think that Anna, especially with the parallels with Ingrid and her sisters, and how their mother didn't want, the same kind of situation happening for Elsa to what happened with Ingrid. I feel like that's there's going to be those neat parallels. Sister trapping sister in the urn, sister trapping sister in the urn. So, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I feel like that's if I'm going to bet, if I'm going to make a bet, I'm going to put all my money on Anna at this moment. So, yeah. So either I'm going to be bankrupt or I'm going to be hella rich. So, no. But really good, like I said, Calm Before the Storm episode. So, yeah. But like I said, I'm going to definitely react to part 2 of this episode after I get my Amazon order, which should be coming between now to 3. So, yeah. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!